Hey, it's John. Hey, it's Josh Carey here, Pet Sittingology, and I have a quick SEO tip video for you today. This was inspired by our friend and client, John Butner, whose website is on the screen here, Specialized Pet Services. And what prompted all this is he is using our website WordPress hosted platform, and he said, everything's going along as planned, but I don't seem to be ranking for some specific keywords that I would really like to rank for, right? It's a position I'm sure you have found yourself in over and over again. So I said, I'd love to help you out. Let me tinker around. Let me look on your site. Let me do some things with our SEO tool to see what's what, and I can get back to you. But before I do that, what specific key phrases are you hoping to rank for that you see you are not ranking as well? And he gave me a short list, and they included things like dog boarding, pet sitting, and the like. So first thing I did was point out to him, which is what I'll reiterate to you, when you do a Google search yourself for any key phrase, including the ones you're checking yourself to see where you currently rank, you should know that at this point in time, what you see as the search results for any given search term may not be identical to what I see as the search results, or identical to what your potential client would see. Why? Because Google personalizes the search results based on a variety of factors that they already know about you. So they use things like your past search history, your past search habits, what you click on, what websites you visit. They know so much about you and your habits that they're trying to anticipate a better result page for you based on what they believe you want to see. So the first thing I wanted to point out was, understand that you may not see the exact results as your clients do or potential clients would. So what do? Well, I am able to plug it into our Pet Sittingology SEO tool to get a more accurate impression of where you are ranking for certain search terms. So I'll give you a quick look here, and I'll show you that based on some of his desired key phrases, he is in fact ranking in the top 4, 5, and 6 for Omaha pet boarding Omaha, Omaha pet sitters, dog boarding in Omaha, etc. But you see, he wants to rank for pet sitting Omaha, and you see here he in fact is not. So I now have the task and the job of going back to his website and determining why, and to see what he may be able to do differently to help his chances to rank for pet sitting Omaha. Because you know, pet sitter Omaha and pet sitting Omaha, for example, are two very different search terms. So I go to his website, and this is where the tips come in. The first thing you want to focus on is, in fact, your title tag. Your title tag, keep in mind, is one of the most important parts of SEO that we can control. Meaning, while there are over 200 signals that make up Google's algorithm, which is all the ways that they are going to determine where a web page ranks in the results for any given search term, their algorithm has over 200 signals, but many of them are closely guarded. So we're only aware of a few dozen, including the title tag. So we can control every page's title tag to best show Google what the page is about. Now, the title tag on the outside comes in the form of, if you hover over the tab here, you'll see that it says Specialized Pet Services, Dog Boarding, and Pet Sitting, Omaha. That is, in fact, the home page title tag, which is good. Now, the title tag becomes the big blue link in the results that your user would click on. So that's one of the reasons it's so important, is because you want it to accurately represent what's on the page. So back to the site here. John wants to rank for pet sitting. So first I'm looking quickly on the page for the term pet sitting. Now it's important to note you will never want to keyword stuff, which means just enter in pet sitting here, pet sitting here, pet sitting here, and pet sitting here. Now I'm hoping I'm going to rank for pet sitter. Those days are over. It's much more involved than that, but it's easily more involved. You'll see what I mean. So I'm looking at his homepage here, and I see pet sitting here, and I see here's pet sitting, and here's pet sitting. So he does have the word sprinkled throughout the homepage. But remember what I said, sprinkling strategically the word pet sitting and hoping to rank on 1 or 2 or 3 pages even is not necessarily going to do the trick. So what do you do? Well, you want to add an abundance of, or as much as humanly possible, of original new content around pet sitting. So he might create new pages around pet sitting in Omaha. And before we get into that, I will show you on his services page, which is here, he actually does not have a service called pet sitting or talking about pet sitting. So why, in theory, would Google rank this page or this website for pet sitting if there's no real mention of it in depth? Because if somebody's searching pet sitting in Omaha, Google doesn't believe that this page or this website is the best for that term. Now remember, he is ranking well for dog boarding and pet boarding in Omaha because he accurately talks about those services and presents them and positions them perfectly. But he doesn't have pet sitting even listed as a service. So my first suggestion would be talk about it, write about it, add it to the page. Also, you'll see here he has a wonderful tab for cat sitting, which is perfect. It's recommended. You have a unique page dedicated to cat sitting. Now, don't you think Google is going to see this and say, when somebody searches cat sitting Omaha, that this might be a contender? Of course it would be, because it's a full, robust website and it has a page dedicated to cat sitting. Google's going to think there must be something legitimate here. Why wouldn't they show this page high in the results for cat sitting? So back to the point at hand, if you want to rank for a specific search term like John wants to for pet sitting, you have to talk about it, and not just talk about it by placing it strategically on the page. You have to dedicate a bit of real estate, of on-page real estate to that term. So what I would suggest, John, is go with this cat sitting approach. Create a brand new page for pet sitting in Omaha and link it on your top level menu bar here. And that will be a fantastic first start. Now, what do you put on that page? That's the big question, right? Easy. You're not just going to give random facts and figures about this is what our pet sitting is, and here's what we offer, and here's what we do, and here's how much it costs. While those are valid points to include, because certainly people want to know the location of your pet sitting service area, how it actually works. Do you take the pet into my home? Am I taking it into yours? How does it work? What's the process like? But also, you can add so much value on that page by including videos. Okay, what videos? Well, take out your phone, and the next pet sitting job you have, if you're going to feed a cat or going to walk a dog or take care of a bird or whatever it is, get the client's permission, shoot a 30-second, 60-second video on your phone, upload it to YouTube, embed it on your page, and you have a wonderful video. You also want to get some photos of pet sitting in Omaha. So take pictures of your clients, of your furry clients, post them there, talk about them, tell stories about pet sitting. Hey, my pet sitting client, Cody, the magnificent golden retriever, guess what we did today? Or guess what he did today? Or guess what I had to overcome today? And then you're talking about pet sitting in a very valuable way. You can also put client reviews for pet sitting in Omaha on that page. So get a couple of specific feedback, reviews, and testimonial snippets from happy clients and post it on the pet sitting page. So it's all these little ways that you can talk about the value and what pet sitting in Omaha is about. Create pages, or at least start with one dedicated page on the topic, and see what happens. Most importantly, you have to realize nothing we talk about when it comes to SEO is one and done. Meaning, you're going to have to do a variety of things and wait and see how Google reacts to it. because there's so much competition for that real estate on the very first page of Google that Google is taking a chance when they're listing a website high in the search results. Because think about it, they are saying Mr. or Mrs. search user who searched for pet sitting in Omaha, or whatever you're searching for, we as Google believe that these 10 results are beyond a shadow of a doubt more than what you're looking for. And we are putting our Google reputation on the line and saying, check out these pages because we believe these are going to satisfy your request. That's all Google wants. That's their responsibility. Very real and strong responsibility to their search user to give them the best of the best. So you have to become the best of the best. And really, it's not that difficult. You just have to provide the content and the specificity so Google is aware in a very tangible way what your page is about. And it's never about just stuffing the words on the page or just creating one page and hoping you're going to rank. It takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of work, and a little bit of finesse, but that's the result, right? That's the only way you're going to make it happen. The good news is once you start getting momentum in Google's eyes and you start adding content and adding valuable things on your pages, it's going to build on itself and it's going to compound. Because once Google starts displaying you and seeing that you're an active player and you're professional and you have a great site to support it and you're taking care of their search users who they've sent to your website, they're going to do it more and more often. So work with me if you wish to just get a little bit of a game plan. Let me know what questions you have. Oh, and look below this video because we are having, if it didn't already pass, but I'm gonna publish this beforehand, but we're having an upcoming master training class on SEO. If you want specific feedback to you and you want your very own custom keyword ranking report to see where you rank for all the keywords in Google right now and how you can improve on that and potentially rank for new and other words, sign up. The links are all around here. More importantly, let me know what questions or comments you have, and I love keeping this dialogue going. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around.